First of all, thank you everyone for being here, right? As a county supervisor, I understand that it is our responsibility to protect the well-being of our residents and think about the future of Pima County. Thinking about and protecting our land, our air, our water is part of that responsibility. In fact, what we do with our land, our air, and water is a reflection of who we are as a community. It is a reflection of who we are as leaders and just as people. So we're gathered here this morning out of necessity because the Santa Ritas, our water, our air, our land, our culture, our heritage, our communities are under threat. For years, Pima County has made one thing clear. Open pit mining in the Santa Ritas does not align with our values. We have passed resolution after resolution because the facts have not changed. The environmental and public health impacts of this project far outweigh any argument of economic benefit. Our groundwater, already strained, faces further depletion. Our creeks are already showing evidence of contamination. And once contaminants enter the system, they do not politely leave. They stay, they spread, and they harm. The air impacts alone, the blasting, the hauling, will fall hardest on workers, on families, on the communities that are downwind of these operations. We refuse to sacrifice our health for corporate mining profits. And the destruction does not stop there. This mine would gut sacred sites, archaeological history, and the irreplaceable wildlife corridors that protected species depend on. Once lands are destroyed, they are gone forever. There is no reclamation of sacred place. There is no rebuilding of a lost history. Pima County has a mandate, in fact, given by many of you here through the development of the Sonoran Desert Conservation Plan, to protect biological and cultural heritage that makes our region unique. And it's unlike any place, anywhere else in the world. That plan has existed long before Rosemont and Copper World, and it will outlast all of them. Because of our obligation to this land, our obligation to it is deeper than any corporation's timeline and much clearer than any corporation's profit margin. And let's talk about the land sale that has brought us here today in front of the state building. The state wants to auction off a parcel for just under $1 million. $1 million in a Department of Education budget of more than $8 billion. And while the DOE needs that money, I do not argue that, this is 1/100th of 1% of their budget. That's pennies. They would entrench a massive open pit mine over the objections of local residents, local officials, of the people who will have to live with the consequences, all for essentially pocket change. And let's be clear, despite what the governor says, this mine isn't guaranteed to happen. Feasibility studies are incomplete. Canadian regulators haven't approved it. But you can bet that Hudbay will waive this land purchase as if it is as proof of the inevitability of this mine and the support of the state of Arizona. Nothing is inevitable, however, when people stand up. We are here, we have been here, and will be for decades to come to say not in the Santa Ritas, not in Pima County, not on our watch. Our water matters, our air matters, our land matters, our culture matters, and our future matters. And we will not allow them to carve open a mountain and call it progress. Thank you for being here. Thank you for fighting. The power to protect this land continues to be in our hands, and we're not letting go. Thank you.